How dare you? How dare you leave Bill Belichick out of the Hall of Fame? We all know he's going to get into the Hall of Fame. We all know that Bill was not a lovable character. We all know there's scandals that came with the New England Patriots. Whatever. Mm-hmm. You want to try to stain, you want to poo-poo on what we've done, you want to talk about deflated footballs, you want to talk about cameras, spy gates. This is all shit that's happening across the league. We just happen to get caught. We paid our fine, we paid our dues. But to be so vindictive, to not like somebody so much, to keep your feelings in something that when you get your chance to vote, when they give you that ballot, nowhere on that ballot does it say, how do you feel about this person? Let's get this party started. Dear Legacy, please excuse my balls. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. For those of you guys that was over there watching episode 1, part 1 of episode 10, welcome back. It's your boy, Kevin B. the Brand, and you're back on Please Excuse My Balls, brought to you by Dear Legacy Sports. It's your boy, the one and only, Kevin B. the Brand. This is episode 10, the New England Boston edition, because the Patriots are back. And if you didn't pay attention to the last episode, today's guest host is N.I.C. from New England Sports Lab, business partner of Signature Brand Logistics, CEO of Any Insider. Let them know a little bit about yourself in case they didn't watch part 1.
Yes. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's N.I.C. Like Kevin B. the Brand mentioned, have a New England Sport Insider, New England Sports Lab, that is out there. Instagram, follow us, sporting all New England sports, covering them. We also have real estate, New England Insider, pictures, corner of Signature Brand Logistics for all your trucking needs.
Are you reading notes or something? You don't know what you do?
I'm just looking at the other stuff that we're covering. I'm like, yo, we still got all this stuff we got to cover on there.
So, we ain't covering all that stuff. We're gonna run through it really quick. This is gonna be a short part 2.
But yeah, here, Boston sports lover, enjoy Boston sports, all sports. You know, Patriots and Celtics my top 2, but love sports. That's it.
I mean, you can't be born and raised in Boston. Well, you wasn't born, but you was raised in Boston and not be a diehard fan. Yeah. It's ingrained in our system at birth. Or if you're a what do they call the people that move in?
Oh, out of towner
that now lives here. Like my wife, she was technically a Celtics fan before she came here, but now she's a New England Patriot fan also. Like it is what it is. Yeah. You know, come on over to the dark side, people. The Patriots are back. We'll accept a couple of applications, but you got to put in your applications before we win the Super Bowl. Don't put your application after we win the Super Bowl. You got to put it in before we win the Super Bowl, or you got to wait till next year. You know what I mean?
You want to know what it's like to win? Come on over.
Dallas people, man, come to the real America's team, baby. Come on now. New York fans. New York fans, y'all got 3 football teams and y'all still can't figure it out. Come on down. Come on over to the dark side, baby. Morissette. All my people that's in New York that love texting me everything. You know what I mean? Like, come on down to the dark side. But we kind of went through the king of sports, the NFL segment early on in part 1. And you gave your pick for the Super Bowl. You're picking the Patriots to win. You picked them 24
to 17.
24 to 17. Mm-hmm. I'm not giving you my pick yet. Stay tuned for that one. Before we go on more tangents about the NFL, there's other sports that we do have to cover. We're not going in the hunt this week. Major League Baseball still shifting players around. A lot of people getting big money. LA Dodgers are signing everybody under the sun. They're gonna win another championship. So there's not much to be said there.
Salary cap.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know what's crazy? I scream salary cap, but then I see what the salary cap does to, like, prime example, the Boston Celtics, right? Salary cap makes you lose Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, when just because we knew how to draft well and we developed our players and now we're being punished for winning. That's not fair. I
Yeah.
think, and I've talked about this before in another episode, I think the salary cap should be there because teams
Off
should
cap.
not be able to buy championships, right?
Yeah.
But I feel as though if you draft and develop your players and then they
Hmm.
become these superstars and they get these mega deals, they should not count towards the second apron.
Yeah.
I think like their salary should count towards your salary cap because it's still a hard cap, but you
Hmm.
shouldn't be penalized because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown end up being what we thought they was when we was picking them, right? And now they're both making $60 million. Yes, that $120 million should count towards the cap, but we shouldn't pay taxes on it. The taxes that you should pay for is if you decide to keep a Drew Holiday, if you decide to keep a
Hmm.
Porzingis, you pay taxes on those over the. There's a way to do it. I'm not fully explaining it, but there's a way to do it. Like your homegrown and players that you have bird rights to should not count towards the second apron.
Yeah.
Count towards the cap, but not the second apron. So all the other players that you come and you go and trade for and all that stuff, yes, they still count towards the cap, and some of their numbers go towards the second apron. I think that's how you fix that and make it fair across the board because the OKC Thunder, the Boston Celtics, the Golden State Warriors, um, I'm trying to think of who else like homegrown, like amazing talent, and now they're paying for it or will be paying for it in the future. I think that's mostly it. Like all the rest of them, they have that one superstar that they drafted and developed, but like OKC, Boston, Warriors,
All right.
they
The
drafted and
Mavericks a
developed
little bit.
well.
Nah.
So yeah, that conversation for another day. I don't have it fully developed. I don't know. They got millions of attorneys and CBA lawyers over there. Somebody got to figure
They
out
can
to
figure it
where
out.
it's fair and consistent across the board for the entire NBA because I get it. I do understand why you need a salary cap. I do understand why there's a second apron and all that other stuff. But teams that draft well and develop well should not be punished for
Yeah.
those
100%.
players.
No.
But that's a conversation for NBA and another day. Let's go beyond the lines. This segment right here covers the world of golf, tennis, and other sports. On the PGA side, the stuff NIC is gonna look at me like a little crazy, but let me just cover these real quick and we can move on. Um, y'all know I'm an avid golfer. I found my love of golf. Shout out, I'm Team TaylorMade, Team Nike, Team Eastside Golf, and soon Team Please Excuse My Balls coming to a store near you. So in the PGA side of the world, Blades Brown, what a name for a golfer, Blades Brown, ties a course record on Friday, shooting 60 at the American Express Open as one of the youngest to do so. Could have broke the record but he did end up missing a birdie on 18th. That going into the weekend, he's tied with world number one Scotty Scheffler. When the weekend was done, everything was right in the world again. Scotty Scheffler, world number one, wins the American Express, thus giving him his 20th PGA Tour win. All of those in 4 years. Stefan, you've played with me. I know you don't watch the game of golf. To get 20 wins on the PGA Tour is hard,
Yeah.
hard
Yeah.
as hell, and to do it all in 4 years is stupid dumb. It's stupid dumb.
Yeah.
With that win this past weekend, it did earn Scotty Scheffler his lifetime membership to the PGA. He joins Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus as the only three to win 20 before even turning 30. Shout out to the next GOAT, apparently, Scotty
Yeah.
Scheffler.
That's amazing.
PGA's in full swing. I love this part of the season. Football starting to wind down. Golf is about to take off. That means I got to start going up to the PGA store and get into the bays and start working on my swing. Get ready for the season because March it starts for us. But for the pros, it kind of already started last week, but let's say this week really kicks off the season with the Farmers Insurance. With the Farmers Insurance Open this week down at Torrey Pines. I played Torrey Pines, the South Course, freaking amazing, and I realized I'm not a professional. Those guys make it look so easy. Mind you, they pay for the back tees
Yeah.
I'm playing from the the third. I play the middle tees or whatever,
Okay.
and I almost went through a whole box of golf balls. hmm
Okay.
That
Very
happened.
good.
But
Okay.
I got to
It's
say I
just
played
for your
Torrey
time.
Pines. So that was pretty cool. What's exciting about this week's Torrey Pines event? Brooks Koepka is making his debut back on the PGA Tour. I'm excited about that one. I'll be even more excited when they either make this merger happen with Live Golf or those guys come back from Live Golf and really like put all the best of the world playing on one tournament. And Scotty's gonna look to dominate, right? It's gonna be a deep field. We'll see what happens with that one. In the world of TGL, it must be something in Boston, boy, because Boston Common beats down on the Bay Golf Club 9-1 last night to remain undefeated on the season at 2-0. Next week, the defending champs Atlanta Drive Golf Club 2-0 will face the Jupiter Links Golf Club, Tiger Woods' team, who is 0-2. Tiger Woods is not playing currently. He's still trying to rehab and he's chipping and putting, but there's no timetable for that man anymore. I think the day we see Tiger Woods play competitive golf again, just be happy that you're seeing that man play golf again. Maybe he could surprise us and win another one, but the man's 50. He now
Yeah.
qualifies for the Champions Tour. Do I see him going to the Champions Tour? No. I think Tiger still wants to play with the best of them and see what he got. But his body has been
Injuries.
fighting
Yeah.
against him. So
Injuries.
it is what it is. I love the fields that we have now in PGA Tour. I think there's a lot of up and coming stars, but Scotty got this on lock right now. So until Scotty decides that he doesn't want to win, which who doesn't want to win? Because in his 20 wins, I think he amassed over $100 million in prize money. So he ain't hurting, that's for sure.
Just prize money.
That's what I got for you guys in the game of golf. Anything you want to add?
Go Scotty.
All right, let's jump into the world of tennis. The Aussie Open is in full effect right now because it's in Australia. All the games have been late, but a couple quick updates for you guys. Lorenzo Mussari upsets number 9 Taylor Fritz, the American player, knocking him out of the tournament. A lot of the American males have been knocked out of the tournament. I think there's probably just one American player left on the men's side. Yeah, number 8 Ben Shelton is the last American man left in a tournament. He'll face number 2 Sinner. Technically tomorrow at 3 a.m. that match will happen. If he wins that one, he moves into the final 4 of the Aussie Open. On the women's side, number 6 Jessica Pegula defeated defending champs Madison Keys. Number 3 Coco Gauff loses to Elena Svitolina.
Should be laughing at this. I have a difficult name.
Yo,
Molina?
yeah.
I can't even read.
Come
Yo.
on, I listen. Alina beat Coco Gauff. All right, that's what I got for you.
Yep.
Last 2 American women. Number 4,
Anisimova.
Anisimova.
Yeah, that one's easier.
Anisimova. That's American. Okay.
Yeah. Is that
And
the
number
one?
6, Jessica Pegula will face each other tonight. Oh, that match might be over. It's 11:40 right now
Yeah.
for a spot in the final 4. Let's see. That's what I have for you guys in the world of tennis. I just want to see if that match is over. I could give you an update on it right now.
Jessica Pagula won.
Pegula won, and she will face number 5. I ain't trying that one. I ain't trying that one. The odds maker got Ariana Sabalenka winning the whole thing anyways, but some will have something to say about that. Let's see what's going on the men's side. The men's play later, though. That's doubles. What are we doing right now? Who pays attention to doubles? All right. Ben Shelton doesn't play until 3 in the morning right now. The Italian number 5 versus Djokovic. Djokovic is up 1-0. Carlos Alcaraz is already in. Zverev is already in. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It might play out if everything stays the way it's supposed to be. 1 through 4 will be playing in the quarterfinals. Interesting. All right. That's what I have for you guys in the world of Beyond the Lines. Moving on to Campus Legends. I tell you, we're going to move quickly through all this. Moving on to Campus Legends. This is where we cover college sports, football, and basketball. Guys, we all know I've talked to you guys about this. I'm not dissecting any type of basketball right now. I'm still in football season. And as long as the Patriots playing, I'm even deeper entrenched into football season. And like I said, February 8th is the Super Bowl, and that will end the NFL season. And then we're going to be together all the way through June. All that basketball. That's about 5 months of basketball where we could dissect things. We could really dive deep into stuff. And Lord knows I need to be dissecting some of these games, Stephon, because I suck at picking the games of basketball. I suck. You'll see. You'll see. Oh, my God. Couple of headlines in Campus Legends. Number 1 Arizona Wildcats sneak out with a win over number 14 BYU, 86-83. On Saturday, January 24th, the freshmen was balling out, brother. 3 freshmen all scored over 40 points. The first time ever that this has happened. Illinois' Wagner scores 46 points to take down number 4 Purdue, 88-82. Fleming of Houston Cougars drops 42 points in a loss against the Texas Tech Raiders. They had a chance to win it, but I watched it because I switched over to the channel real quick in between stuff, and they had a chance to win it, and he was shooting, but he did one of those things where he kicks out his leg trying to get a foul. Yeah. And they call an offensive foul on him, and that's essentially what iced the game on that one. It's the New England edition. Local Brockton star and Massachusetts native, Debanska scores 43 points for BYU to push past Utah 91-78. What else we got? Still 3 undefeated teams on the men's side. Number 1 Arizona, number 5 Nebraska, and number 24 Miami of Ohio. On the women's side, number 2 Carolina takes down then undefeated number 5 Vanderbilt, 103-74. It too much turnovers. They couldn't survive that one. I watched that game. It was ridiculous. It was like the moment they crossed the line, I felt like I was watching one of my kids' games where I'm coaching, and it's like the moment they cross the line, the ball's going the other direction. I for a team that was undefeated, for a team that plays some solid competition, for that to be the outcome, I was very disappointed, because I was like, yo, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be good. I had South Carolina winning. I didn't say this before, but I had South Carolina winning this game. But the way that they won, it was just brutal to watch. Thus leaving just only 1 undefeated team on the women's side. My Yukon Husky women are still undefeated, 21-0, and pushing along. And that's what I have for you guys for the Campus Legends right now, because there's no college football happening. I'm probably going to start tapping into the college golf also. Yeah, probably. There's a lot of basketball games, so might not have enough time for that. But we'll see what we could cover. Jumping over to the On Ice segment, this is where we cover the NHL stuff. N.I.C. One thing I tell the people, I don't freaking know hockey. I don't know nothing about the goddamn hockey. But I, as a Bruins fan who does not understand the damn game of hockey, I could talk shit, because it's a Boston-based team. So when they're losing, I'm talking shit. I don't know what the hell I'm talking shit about, but I'm talking shit, all right? That's just how it goes. That's just what's in our DNA. But it's a good headline. David Pastrnak becomes the 6th Bruin player to reach 900 career points. Shout out to that man. And that's all I have for you on Ice. That's it, all right? Let's move over to the basketball world. We're going over to Court Vision. This is where we cover the NBA and WNBA. Let's get to the headlines, y'all. In his return home, the Celtics played tribute to champion Drew Holiday. That was that was pretty cool to see. Drew was one of the people that nobody wanted to leave. Front office didn't want to leave. Teammates didn't want him to leave. Fan bases didn't want him to leave. And actually, all 3 of them. Nobody wanted to see Kristaps Porzingis go. He was a fan favorite. Even though he doesn't play all the time, we knew exactly how to use him. He came up for us in crucial moments. But Drew was that last piece that we knew. We get Drew Holiday, we win in that championship. Oh my God. We don't win that championship without Drew Holiday, and he earned that tribute video. I think it was dope. Our organization is amazing. on making sure that we honor those that put in their blood, sweat, and tears to raising those those banners into those rafters.
No,
So
that
shout
was a
out to
great.
Drew Holiday and crew.
I was happy about that. I was mad we lost him, like you said, because of his salary cap. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, he's a good player. He definitely
Yeah,
is.
definitely. And he's still balling too. He tried to make a little comeback on us. I was like, hey, Drew, you need to relax now a little bit. Like, remember, this home. But the Celtics ended up winning that game, so it was happy all around. Happy all around. In other news, the Bulls retire Derrick Rose's number.
Well
Now
deserved.
nobody will wear number one in Chicago Bulls. What'd you say?
I said, well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want. I think people forget.
I didn't say
Ah,
anything.
no. Yeah, I know that.
Ah,
Yeah,
no, I didn't
yeah.
say anything. They retired it.
He wasn't like, yeah. Nah, that was one of those. Yeah, well,
All
because he
right,
didn't win a chip.
here's my thing on it. Here's
Because
my
he didn't
thing.
win a chip.
I think any organization could do what they want with their
Hmm.
banners. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But when I sit here and I look at an organization that's won 6 championships and the numbers that's in that Raptors, every almost every number had something to do with that 6 championship run.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose was a league MVP. Derrick Rose led his team into a couple playoff runs, but you never won anything.
Why did he not win? Injuries. So I can't hold the man that against him because, especially the second time, he came back way too early. Everybody and their mother will tell you. He was putting the team first. He came back again. Derrick Rose in his prime, if he's played to the level and played consistently, let's say 10 years of his prime years, he would have, the Bulls, if they didn't win a championship, they at least would have went to the finals. They had a squad. Like they had a squad. And he was the leader of that team by far. And I think he was a great player. Just speed. Like the way he played. He just was he reminded me of like AI, but just faster, quicker, and just had like that dog in him. Um, I know he didn't win any championship, but again, the man put the team first. He did. He was the first person to do what's his name? That got that from the Celtics point guard that always keeps coming back here wants to play again. He was just here the other
Isaiah
day.
Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas. He was
Yeah.
like what the Celtics did to Isaiah Thomas. I feel like what the Bulls did to him. Like yo, I put it all on the line for y'all, and y'all ended up just because of the injuries for the team. I think they kind of owe him that compared to Isaiah Thomas, where he wasn't here for that long on there. That's all I'm
They
saying.
they they owed him that.
Yeah, man. Without
Listen,
without him coming back early, or the doctors clearing him and forcing him, like they tell you, everybody in the mother tell you, he was not ready to come back. My man came back, same game.
here's my thing. This is around the same conversations that we're having right now with the NFL and this MVP talk. There's no such thing as lifetime achievement awards.
But that
And
is a lifetime achievement award.
your
It's
number.
not a season award.
Maybe I'm biased because of we're here in New England in Boston, and if you ain't won a championship, that number ain't going up in no goddamn rafters. You need at least one.
Mm.
And then when I think of Chicago, Pippen, Jordan, Rodman, Harper, Kukoc, freaking Steve Kerr. You tell me their numbers are going up there. I was like, I get it. I freaking get it. Derrick Rose, I can for the number one to be in the same banner thingy with 23. It's just odd to me. It's the equivalent for me of putting I was gonna say one thing, but I don't want to. I don't want to come against the New York teams because my Tiffany gets upset with me when I talk about New York. She a Celtic fan, but yeah, let me talk about these goddamn Knicks. All of a sudden, she a New Yorker. Um, so I'm gonna take it to out west in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Putting up the number one next to 23 in those rafters is the equivalent of putting the fucking in-season tournament banner up in your rafters. Okay, like why? Why are we doing this?
You got teams that's doing that.
Huh?
I said you got teams doing that.
Yeah, because when you look at it, the Lakers, I get it. You're still looking up at us. We have the lead right now in championship banners, but I guess since you have an in-season tournament, you have one up on us or whatever. The Bucks, sure, it's kind of empty. You only got those two championships in the Raptors. The Knicks, you need that shit. You ain't seen nothing since 1973. So yeah, put it up because the Knicks. I went. I told you, Tiff took me to the Garden. The coolest experience I've ever had. Like I got to get on the court. I shot some free throws, airballed one, airballed the fuck out of one. I was like, oh shit, what the
Lights right.
yo? Let me tell you something. Those motherfuckers are professionals for a reason. Okay, that was embarrassing. The second one, it just bounced to the left and went out. So 0 for 2 and free throws inside the Garden. It was a whole cool experience. We got photos on the floor and all that shit. But they put banners for divisions. I didn't even know that was a thing, right? Because out here we don't do divisions. We don't do it like in with the Patriots. It's only banners for Super Bowls. Our Ring of Honor are people that's won Super Bowls. And then you go to the Celtics, it's we only put up championships. Your number goes into the Raptors when you won at least one championship and you have to have done other things outside of that one championship.
So, question, real quick: if Paul Pierce didn't win a chip, do you think his number should have been up there? Retired?
I don't think Derrick Rose and Paul Pierce has the same career.
They don't. They don't. They definitely don't.
If,
But
if you're telling me somebody that could have their number go in the Raptors but did not win a championship, I'm voting, and it's not a homer thing. I'm voting for people like a Paul Pierce before I vote for somebody like a Derrick Rose.
okay.
Derrick Rose to me was outstanding talent. I'm not belittling his career, none of that stuff. He had one league MVP. Okay,
Youngest to ever have it.
all right.
Brought them to the Rookie of the Year. Brought them to the conference finals. All NBA team for 2 years. What 2011 went to the conference finals. Single handedly went to. There was nobody on that team. He brought them. It was like AI taking them there. Um, I think that and then I think the hometown thing too plays a part into it. He's a hometown kid, and like I
Yeah,
said, a lot of people feel like they did him wrong. That kind of plays into why they're kind of retiring maybe his number. I
and
feel like that.
I agree. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, damn, they dog ass wrong for that one. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
What I am saying is you ain't win. I value winning. You know, when we was going through our picks for awards, season awards.
Yeah.
If you're not winning, I'm not even considering you.
Yeah, but he won in this regular season. He just didn't
Won
win the
what?
chip.
Won what?
He brought his team to the Eastern Conference Finals.
To
He
the
won.
Eastern Conference Finals. Did he
Yeah,
make it to
I'm
the
talking about
finals?
regular season. That's what I was talking
Did he
about.
go to the finals?
He didn't get to the finals. What was talking about
So
regular
so
season?
that means he didn't even
About
win
regular.
that one.
He got
At least win that
regular
one.
season.
Come
It's like
on,
AI.
man.
AI's numbers retired. AI never won.
AI earned that.
He
AI
never won.
earned that.
He never won. What did he win?
I said there's a few people that could have their
Oh,
numbers going
yeah,
to
that's
the
what.
Raptors. like like
All right.
so you're trying to tell me Derrick Rose has a similar career as AI?
Oh no, I'm gonna put
And
AI.
if I remember correctly, AI won scoring titles. AI won multiple MVPs. No?
No, AI didn't win multiple MVP. AI won. I think.
Let me go.
Yeah,
Let me go to Dr. Google real quick.
I don't think so.
How many MVPs did Allen Iverson win. There you go, right there. Ooh, he only won one.
Yeah, that's not my. I don't remember him winning multiple.
Hmm. Yeah, but AI also played for a championship.
They got washed. They got washed.
But did he get there? Did he
So
get there?
he
Yes
didn't
or
win.
no?
But he didn't win.
But
He didn't
did
win.
he get
The
there?
criteria is for you to win
Rose
the championship,
Rose
right?
did not
Not
even
get
get
to it.
there.
Don't get to the dance. Don't
At
talk to me
least
about getting
AI
to the dance.
got there.
You said
You tried to bring up the conference
they
championship
win.
for me last time.
They said they need to
You
win.
the one that brought the criteria on the table. He made it to
They
the
need to win.
championship conference. One went
So
further.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if the teams, I think some teams, like you said, they value that. Certain teams value that, getting to the conference championships and stuff. Like, we may not, but you have teams that actually value that. I mean, I feel like outside of those odd years of the Bulls era, the Bulls have not really been like if you compare the Bulls with the Celtics, we're not even the same.
We wouldn't do that. They're
Yeah,
down there.
exactly.
They're
So
down there.
like different. So that's where you have to have different levels of teams. Celtics, yeah. You come here, the first thing you walk up, you're like, ooh. But you walk over there, yeah, you see 4 or 5 players retired, yeah, 6 championships. Not bad. There's some teams that don't have that. But that's where you're like, okay, you know what? We had a player that really brought the city back, brought that feeling of basketball back to that city. And Chicago's a big basketball city. And I think that's what more made them retire that. And like I said, towards the end, they did them wrong. They know they messed up that kid's career. Like, that kid should have.
And we're gonna get off this in a second because we could go on rants about this. So when we're talking about a Carmelo Anthony type player, you're retiring his number?
Melo.
By your criteria, motherfucker. Don't
Yeah,
switch
but
it
Melo
now.
never played in a team like that. What team? Denver. He got booted out of there. New York, when he came here, he didn't stay here that long. Melo was never really somewhere for that long and mattered that much to a team.
His rookie season, he went to the finals.
But how long did he stay in Denver?
So now the criteria is how long you played in the city.
Yeah, I think that's what. No, for the retirement part. That's what I'm telling you. Like, this is not more. This jersey retirement is not based on numbers. It's what that person meant to that team. This is what
All
I
right.
think this one is based off of. No
All right.
numbers on this one. I'm
Well,
not going on.
now the damn mascot got to change his number. He now has to wear number 99 since number 1's retired. So Billy
Hey,
the Bull had to change his damn number. Been wearing
he'll be
number
all
1
right.
for like forever.
He'll be all
So again, it's still congratulations to Derrick Rose. This is not me diminishing what that man's done. He is a league MVP. He was one of the young. He was the youngest to ever get the
He'll be young.
MVP. I
Yeah,
still
he'll be
think
young.
he's the youngest to win it.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that he didn't have a career. I'm just biased because I come from Boston, and the criteria to get your number in those
Yeah.
rafters is you gotta hold that Larry O.
Yeah.
You don't hold that Larry O, don't even think about putting your number retired. You better take
Yeah.
that shit to high school.
Yeah. No. If it was Celtics, Lakers, I would have been like, oh hell no. But the Bulls, no. Okay, I can see. I can see it. I can see it.
Any event. Speaking of the Lakers, drama in La La Land, brother.
Love it.
After this, you sell a team for $10 billion, and everything starts coming out the woodworks. So the Lakers sell their majority stake to then minority owner Mark Waltner, who has a controlling interest in the Chelsea Football Club and majority owner of the LA Dodgers as well. They sold to him for a valuation of $10 billion. After taxes, each one of those 6 kids are clearing over $500 million.
Right.
But yet they're still arguing with each other. They're still fighting with each other. They're still talking about how like they don't like what Jeannie Buss did and blah blah blah. Da, da. Now, in their defense, Jeannie Buss had presented, "Hey guys, It's a good idea to sell. We're still gonna be owners of the league. And then she turns around and fires all of them. She
Yeah.
fires all of them, names herself the governor of the team, and then now she's the only one. I'm trying not to laugh because this shit's kind of funny because the dad seen it.
Yeah.
Before he died, he wanted to sell the team because he knew it was going to create these type of problems with his kids. And it's like since his death, they've always been arguing with each other. They're firing each. Jeannie Buss has been the top of this thing. Kurt Ramses, whatever the other one's names are, she's fired him like 3 goddamn times. She only listens to who she wants to listen to. There's a trust thing, and then now you're hearing that she even thought about trading LeBron because she didn't like how LeBron's attitude was towards certain things and how much control he has, and all. You're listening to all this, and you're like, man, La La Land not so La La right now. You know what I mean? And you go and get Luka Doncic for free, essentially, because that's what that was. That was a steal in the middle of the night.
Oh yes.
I still don't understand that freaking deal. I have Luka Doncic and I'm about to fucking trade him. You think I'm not opening it up to the world? I want Spain team to know that Luka Doncic is up for sale. I don't need to know what everybody's giving me right now. I want King's
Yeah.
ransom. I'm watching players of a Mikal Bridges get 5 first-round picks.
Ridiculous.
5 first-round picks. And you give me Anthony Davis's broken ass,
I know.
a role player, and 1 first-round pick?
That I still don't get. Yeah, that should have been a minimum, like you said, minimum 4 or 5 first rounds and Anthony Davis.
Mikal Bridges got 5.
Yeah.
If I don't hear 5 or more and players, I'm not sending him.
Yeah, that one was, I think, like I didn't even believe it when I heard it. I was like,
Brother, I went to 3 different sources after I saw it. I was like, "Oh, see, this would have never happened on Woj's watch. Woj's never been hacked." That was me saying all this shit. I was like, "This dude got hacked. Woj would have never got hacked." And blah blah blah.
His due.
I don't like change. I like my NFL news coming from Adam Schefter and Woj bombs for the NBA. Once Woj left me, I've been critical of everybody's news that they gave me. I'm like, "Where'd you come from? When did you build up all these sources?"
I know.
You don't even got sources yet. You still got Similac on your breath, boy. You're a baby in this game. Where's Woj?
Yeah, no, that what's happening in LA. This is what happens.
But shout out to Sham. Shout out to Sham Sharania. He's doing his thing right now. I'm just one of these old heads. I don't like change. I get attached to somebody. You know what I mean? Like he's doing a great job to be filling a Woj type shoes. That's like somebody eventually having to replace Stephen A. Smith. These are big shoes, big personalities. Somebody got to replace Adam Schefter at one point. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, who's it gonna be? Like to not get news from Adam Schefter across my phone is gonna be weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, in other news of the NBA, there'll be a new dunk champion this year, as 3-time champ Mac McClellan has decided to skip this year's tournament and not participate in the dunk champion. Are you intrigued?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Nothing about none of it. The first time I looked at the dunk championship contest was when Jaylen Brown was in it.
Yeah.
Nothing about All-Star Game is intriguing to me anymore. And it sucks because when I was a kid and broke, I always look for. I was like, yo, when I make some money, I can't wait to go to NBA All-Star Weekend. And I've gone to NBA All-Star Weekends. I've just never gone to the games, right? Like, yeah, so I'm gonna do the travel. I'm gonna enjoy all the other festivities. You know what I mean? Like, but now there's absolutely no desire for me to go to All-Star Weekends. And then every year you're changing up and doing some gimmicky stuff. I'm more excited about the Rising Stars sophomore game that's gonna happen than the NBA, any other else that's going on All-Star Weekend. They just released the names for the players for the rookies and sophomores game. So this year it's Rising Stars, sophomores, and G League players. 21 players got picked for the rookies and the sophomores team. They'll be divided into 3 teams of 7, and then they're gonna invite 7 G League players to then play in a mini tournament. This whole mini tournament stuff that they got going on, it's like, go. And I get it. especially when it comes to like the pros, it's like
I get it.
they don't want to play. That's fine. Go get these young stars. That's gonna like this game, especially brother. Listen to this lineup for the rookies. You got the Mavs Cooper Flag,
Yeah.
Spurs Dylan Harper, 76ers VJ Edgecombe. I'm a big fan of
Oh, I
Edgecombe.
love him. Love him.
Hornets, Con Knuckle. Wizards, Trey Jackson. Pelicans, Jeremiah Fierce and Derrick Queen. Nets, Igor Denham. Raptors, Colin Murray Boyles. Grizzlies, Cedric Howard. That's the rookies, bro. I would pay just to watch that.
Yeah.
Just to watch that, bro.
That's squad.
And then you're talking about with the sophomores. Wizards, Alex Starr. Rockets, Reed Shepard. Spurs, Stephon Castle. Right then and there, those three names alone, I'm paying for admission.
Yeah.
Trailblazers, Donovan Clinton. Bulls, Mateus Bazelis. Heat, Kellen Ware. Cavs, Jalen Tyson. Wizards, Kayshawn George. Thunder, AJ Mitchell. Grizzlies, Jalen Wells and Cam Spencer. Bro, let me tell you something. I will go. Where's All-Star Weekend this year? La La Land? No, that's the Olympics is in La La Land. Where the frick is All-Star Weekend this year? No, I think it's in La La.
Yeah.
I think so. All-Star Weekend 26. Yeah, it's in Los Angeles
Oh,
in the
really?
Intuit Dome. I would go to California for this game because I know these kids, they're gonna ball. They're gonna play defense. They're gonna play offense. They're gonna give me some dunks. They're gonna give me some blocks. Like I'm excited for this one. Even the G League players, I don't know none of these players to be honest, except for the Celtics player that made it, Ron Harper Jr. All the
Yeah.
rest of them, I don't know them. I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like I know them, but I know the sophomores. I know the rookies, and
Yeah.
that's gonna be a match.
So
You excited about this,
how are they playing it
or is it
though?
just me?
No,
So
I'm
they're gonna
excited,
take
but how are they playing?
they're taking the 21 teams, the 21 players that got voted in, and they're adding 7 more G League players. Let me put their names out there, so I'm putting everybody else's names out there.
Yeah, I see the three.
Blazers, Yang Hansen, Clippers, Yannick Conan Niederhofer, sorry. Spurs, David Jones Garcia, Rockets, Tristan Newton, Raptors, Aaliyah Martin, Celtics, Ron Harper Jr., Salt Lake City, Sean East II. So out of those 28 players, they're gonna divvy up into 4 teams of 7, and then they're gonna play a mini tournament. The winners of the first games will play in a championship game, and the losers will play the third, fourth place game.
Oh, okay. All right. 'Cause I was getting
So
confused. I feel like that
I'm
was
way more excited about that. Like
yeah, that
even
sounds
with
like
the All-Star game, when you think about like the what are they doing this year? They're doing US versus the world, but it's only one world team, and then there's two US teams. I'm like, and the world team, to be honest, when I'm looking at the lineups that it could be just off of the starters, I'm like, shit, that's gonna be tough.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't like gimmicky stuff. Just play ball. Play ball. If the guys don't want to play, just tell them, hey, you got voted in. How much time? Like Brian Scalabrine and Frank has said this best, right? Go to the guys and be like, yo, how much time are you gonna give me all out effort? 3 minutes, 5 minutes. How much do you want to play? Because you're a starter. I'm gonna respect that. The fans are actually coming to see you. Give the LeBrons and them of the world the 5 minutes. Let them ball out. Bench them. Let them get part of the crowd. Let them sign autographs in the middle of the damn game for all I give it. And then let the rest of those younger guys, those end of the bench players like the Peyton Pritchards of the world, let them come out here and ball. And like, let's see who's gonna win this. I don't want to see 207 to 201. That's not realistic, bro. What are we doing right now?
Yeah, no, the All Star game has sucked for a few years now. I don't think anything that, but LeBron is not a starter. That's so weird to say.
Brother, I announced that last week.
Oh,
My social media person was like, "Hey, I don't know much about sports, but I'm reading this clip and it's about LeBron. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a pretty good one. But can you explain to me what's happening? Like, is he not selected at all, or is he just not a starter? I was like, well, until February 2nd, we don't know if he's selected at all. Right now, he's not a starter. So the only way he get on is if the coaches vote him in,
Yeah,
and if the coaches don't vote him in, then it comes down to Adam Silver as a commissioner's pick. I'm pretty sure LeBron James will be at All Star Weekend. I don't think the 21 streak ends now. I think the streak of a starter ends. But the man's 41. He 41 and he don't move like a 41-year-old now. Let's not get it
no,
twisted.
but
LeBron James is not washed for sure. But you're looking at this next wave of NBA fans. They're still in love with John Morant of the world. You know what I mean? Like you have a bunch of young stars coming in, and prime example, Lorenzo or is it Lametto? One of the Ball brothers. They always get top votes. You know what I mean? Like that's who these new fans are. They like. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's the youngins.
So
It's the people that's voting. It's the youngins. All Star games is that 16 to
yeah,
25,
it's for
20.
kids. Have you ever voted?
Actually, I did. A few years back, I was trying to get what's his name to be a starter. Brown. I voted for him. I was,
Yeah, I vote at least once a year, and I always just put all types of players.
yeah. So besides that,
Whatever our starting lineup is, that's who I'm voting for, and I'll vote on the days where your vote counts for three or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah,
oh
let me do it. Yeah. So that's as much voting as I ever got. In other news in the NBA, injury report, Giannis is still out with no timetable of returning, according to the Bucks.
he ain't coming
I
back.
honestly think they really are shopping Giannis around. They don't want him to get really injured because they trying to get as much picks as they possibly can for Giannis.
After my man got booed, he was like,
Yo, that shit was crazy.
he's out. How you boo y'all? He's out.
Giannis, man. Giannis who lays it all out every freaking night. Giannis who brought you your one and only, your
Yeah,
second championship, not your one and only. You booed that man.
yeah.
All
That
right.
was crazy to me.
All right. That's an interesting tactic, I guess. Suns Booker, he's gonna be out for a while, for at least a week with an ankle injury, and Cavs Mobley is sidelined with a calf strain. That
That's that team. I don't know what's going on. I expected them to be number one or two.
who the
Like what
Cavs?
is going on? The Cavs, they're fifth right now in the East.
Are they fifth?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. They're fifth. I thought they were even lower. They're fifth right now. Toronto, it's
Oh
Detroit,
yeah, they are fifth,
Celtics,
28 and
Knicks,
20.
Raptors. Yeah, I'm like fifth. How are you with that team and that much talent? They should be top two.
I don't get it, bro. Uh, but I kept saying it last year, and people kept calling me a hater. Oh, it's just because you love the Celtics. No, there's flaws in this team, bro.
Yeah.
There's flaws in it, man.
They're
Um,
not meshing well.
huh?
I said they're not meshing well at all. Like bring
Yeah,
LeBron,
but
bring
you
LeBron
know,
to the
let, listen. Long
yeah,
as you stay out of the playing tournament, you're in a good position.
I'm gonna say fifth is like you just need a
Yeah,
bad week.
you one bad week, you done, you finish.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna go into the scores rundown. Let me tell you something. Remember I told you earlier I fucking
Yeah,
suck at
I'm
picking
looking
these
at it.
games, brother. Brother, I went 8-13 last week, and I am 11-25 on the season. I'd be picking number one. Number one, number one pick is to Kevin. Rather than Kevin be the brand, you get the number one pick of the next year's draft. Like I couldn't pick these. But I'm picking blind a lot of these games. Like I'm not looking at full
There's so
injury
many.
reports. I'm not looking at who's playing back to
Yeah.
backs,
Back to back
who's
nights, all
being
that.
rested and all that stuff. I'm literally just going in and like I'm picking key games. So let's run through them. I had the 76ers over the Suns. Wrong. Suns won that one. Hold on, let me God, I was so wrong. Yeah, the Suns won that one 116 to 110. I had the Spurs over the Rockets. Wrong. Rockets won that one 111 to 106. Nuggets over the Lakers. Wrong. Lakers won that one 115 107. Warriors over the Raptors. Wrong. 145 to 127. I was like, is this a typo? 145 to 127? So y'all ain't playing no defense. All right, cool. That was Tuesday. It started off right off the back. 0-4. Go kill yourself. Like, what are you picking right now? Going to the Wednesday games. Wednesday games, I start to feel a little good about myself. I had the Celtics over the Pacers. That was right, 119 to 104. Knicks over the Nets. Battle for New York. That was embarrassing. 120 to 66, bro. That is ridiculous.
Nuts.
A professional team scored 66 points. If I'm the owner, I'm not paying you. I'm not paying you that day, bro. Call your union rep. I don't care. I ain't paying it.
What says about that?
I ain't 120 to 66.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what? Since you gave half effort, I'm giving you half your check. How about that? How about that? Anyways, I'm not going on a tangent on that. I had the Thunder over the Bucks. That was correct. 122 to 102. All right. Now we looking good, right? 3-4. I was like, all right, I'm on my way, come back. The next day I start getting rocked all over again. Rockets over the 76ers, wrong. Warriors over the Mavs, wrong. Like, how? Clippers over the Lakers, finally got one. Heat over the Blazers. What? I'm sitting here like, what is a brother to do to get to? And this is why I'm like, I don't feel like picking games anymore. But I can't quit because I already started. And I'm on a mission to get it right. But I'm still, again, I'm not dissecting these games the way I should be. I'm not watching these games. I'm not
like one game versus like or two games or something.
I might have to, bro. I might have to pick like one or two marquee games for that day of the week because this is just messing with my record, bro. And then a couple games got postponed, all for good reason. It was weather, and then some of them was due to protests and standing with solidarity with what's going on in the world period, not the world of sports, but just in the world. Like, we're in weird times right now. Hopefully we get it, we figure it out and come together as human beings, not as parties, but as human beings. That's. I'm gonna leave that at that unless you got something else to add.
Nope.
With that being said, like I said, I sucked this week, bro. I went 8-13. Overall, I'm 11-25. I'd be picking number one pick right now. I'd be dead last in the Eastern Conference if I was a team. 11-25. I'm sitting here. Let's go to standings. Would I even beat any of these teams? Worst team in the East is the Pacers, 11-36. So yeah, I would be. I'd be third.
Lottery.
I'm definitely a lottery pick.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely a lottery pick because Washington Wizards 11-34, Pacers are 11-36. I'm 11-25, so I'd have the third pick. Well, I'd have the most ping pong balls to potentially get the third pick.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'd strike it lucky like Dallas and end up with Cooper Flag.
Mm-hmm.
Any event, let's run down through these standings while we're here. The Eastern Conference is still being led by the Detroit Pistons, 33-11. Our Boston Celtics, that was left for dead, is number 2 in the East by 4 games, 29-17. Number 3, the Raptors, 29-19. The Knicks slide down to 4 at 27-18. They're on a little bit of a losing streak right now. The world is getting right again. Anyways, I still have, coming into the season, I had the Knicks as the best team in the East until Jason Tatum comes back. And they can't even do that right. And Jason Tatum's coming back.
Like, when you start talking about your own player, like, to the press, it's over. Like, they're dogging, what's his name? The point guard, the center.
Cat?
Cat. Yeah. They're dogging him right now. Like, oh, we need you to do this. Do we need? I'm like, bro, keep the stuff in turn. And this is I'm not even gonna go. No, let me stop.
Go ahead, brother. Let it out, man.
This is the reason why you teams don't win.
Yeah.
Stuff like that you keep internally. You don't go to the press and start talking about your teammate like that. Have a players only meeting.
They did that
in the back.
They did that though. They had the players only meetings. They had the coaches meeting. They have all types of meetings. The problem that they don't realize is this is who Cat is.
Yeah,
Me sitting here could have told you, people think it's because I'm a New York hater. I don't have any problems with New York. I don't like their sports teams because I'm a Boston person. I'm
That's
never
why
gonna
Butler
like your
went off on
teams.
them
But
back in
at the same
Minnesota.
time, I'm a fan of football. I'm a fan of basketball. And my eyes tell me that ain't right.
Yeah,
It has nothing to do with being a hater. It's just bad organizations. But
yeah.
you reap what you sow. Keep moving on. We just talked about them early on. The Cavs slid down to number 5. You believe they should have been a top 2 team? I honestly believe. I thought the top of the East was going to be the Knicks and the Cavs battling out for number 1 until Jason Tatum came back. I
I know
always
you
knew
were.
we was a top. I for the and again, people just like they thought I was crazy when I made the New England pick. I was telling people, there's still people, Boston fans, that are telling me like, "Damn, you was right. How did you know?" I was like, "We got Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown thrives with chips on his shoulder."
Oh yeah.
I've been a fan of Jaylen Brown since his rookie year, and he requested and demanded to go to guard LeBron James. I was like, young fella earned it. He earned it. For me, I've always been a Jaylen Brown fan. I'm even a bigger fan of Jaylen Brown because he knows who he is, and then he put the team first. I'm gonna sacrifice in my accomplishments so that the team could win. It's not to make Jason Tatum better, like those haters would say. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are the best professional superstars you would ever want to have in your organization. They don't put their egos into the situation. They understand that their success, their brother's success is the overall team success, and they're not winning and being as you're talking about somebody that don't know anything but playoffs as a duo.
I know.
That's all they know. Multiple Eastern Conference Finals appearances and championship, and you talk about you win it all, and you're not even nowhere near the end of your window. And then when you're one of your best players go down, and you lose a Porzingis, you lose a Drew Holiday, you lose a Al Horford. Now you going right now. Joe Mazzulla for me is Coach of the Year candidate.
Oh yeah, he has to be because nobody's doing what he's doing right now. Not
Bro,
no.
you got a team that they said is not even the East is wide open, and you barely. I think some people had them winning only about 40 games, barely winning 40 games. That's where they put them at. If you talk about 40 games, that means you're a play-in tournament team.
Yeah.
That's what you said the Celtics were supposed to be. And since we opened the season, we had a quick little 0-3 start, and then we're now number 2 in the East,
Yeah.
number 2 in climbing.
Yeah. I was
You
us
better stop
figuring it
playing
out.
with us.
First couple of weeks, you could tell they were trying to figure it out.
We're trying to
See,
figure it out. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
We're
saw
not.
that. I
We're,
was
we
like,
wasn't
okay.
used to this. We lost a lot. You're talking about 4 out of your 6 starters gone,
Gone. Yeah. People don't realize that.
and then in free agency, you're bringing in pieces that you don't know. Okay, how is it Anthony Simons gonna fit? We just drafted Julio Gonzalez, but we don't know exactly what we're gonna get out of him. Like you want him to reach that potential. Now Jordan Walsh, you're asking more out of him. Payne Pritchard, we need more out of you. And number 2 in the East. 4 games out of number 1, and Jason Tatum still got to come to add to it. Now that's going to be the trick. That's going to be the trick.
What happens when he comes back?
It's now Jason Tatum. You got to show us can you check your ego? Because right now Jaylen Brown's the dude.
Yeah.
Can you put your ego to the side for the betterment of the team and become the number 2 option now?
And I think he will because of the injury. Because even if we play him when he comes back, you're not going to play all your minutes. You're going to be in conditions for like the first month and everything. Even if you go to the playoffs, you'll start, but you'll still be in minutes restrictions. I don't care this whole season. I'm putting you in restrictions. I don't care. Maybe until you get to the finals or something like that. Deep in the playoffs is when I would change that. So I think he will take his time, and they are taking their time with him coming back because right now you can tell he's trying to come back.
You didn't see it all over social media, that clip of him saying I'm ready?
Yep, you can tell he's trying to come back. So I think he will because he's seeing what JB is doing, and with him seeing what JB is doing, he's just like, you know what? If he's a smart guy, let me let him rock. Let me
Yeah.
come in, take my time. Don't put too much pressure on myself. Don't go in there and injure myself by pushing myself and trying to
Hmm.
be the man back on this team. It's not like you left it and came back, and like you said, we were in a playing tournament. You're the second team in the East.
Yeah.
Why
I
change that and mess up everything that's going on? But
So Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce were talking about on the big ticket show, the certified KG. What's it called?
uh,
Certified ticket, whatever the pod is that KG has with Paul Pierce, and they was talking about it. Jason Tatum's gonna come back even better than what he was before because now he's getting a different angle. When you're in the motion of shit, you're learning different things. But when you have to sit and watch and dissect, okay, this is what I would do in this situation. Oh, okay, now when I come back and then we're running that play right here, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna. They broke it down. It was like the league better be afraid of what Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum about to be
God.
because they were already here.
Mhm.
Now they about to go here, bro.
Yeah.
And then when you're telling me, when I'm sitting here looking at the East, I like what Detroit's doing, but
Full of rookies. They haven't been there before.
I'm sitting here looking at the Celtics like you bring a Jason Tatum that's been dissecting the league
Hmm.
for entirety of a season right now, and Jaylen Brown playing like. Let me ask you something. You think Jaylen Brown is an MVP candidate?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
I agree also, but I
no,
thought I
no,
was just being a homer.
no. But, okay. Who else in this league is doing what he's doing right now with that team?
Oh, nobody.
Shy got a
You don't have to
squad.
you don't have to convince
I'm
me.
just saying, like, who?
That is right
Hey,
now.
but you got a squad with you. You got your whole team with you.
Yeah.
You don't have any backups. You don't have second stringers coming in, rookies. Like Detroit got a squad. People are sleeping in Detroit, but Detroit did some good trades the offseason. They picked up the past couple of drafts, lottery picks. They picked up. So you have good players. It's not like you have a bum team.
I honestly believe midseason awards Jaylen Brown is league MVP right now. When you look at all the teams, some are gonna try to look towards Wemby and what's going on with San Antonio, the one
Yeah,
team. The Thunder has 10 losses. 3 of those losses are to the
Wemby
Spurs.
got a
You know what I mean?
squad. Wemby
But
got
when
half
again,
million.
Wemby and them, nobody's surprised that they're that high in the West. You're
Yeah,
talking about the Celtics was supposed to be a playing team. That's what you said it was going to be.
yeah,
And they're 11 games, 11 or 13 games from what you had predicted them to win for the total of the season. They got 29 wins already.
yeah.
They're on pace to win 50 something odd games.
I know. And then not only that, to the games we've lost, we haven't been blown out in none of those games.
No.
Literally, have lost by like 5 points or less almost every single game
Yes.
we've lost this season.
Like it's
You're competitive, even though games you're losing.
I'm sitting here looking at, and then there's a couple of losses that you're talking about, like it's like weird losses. You
Yeah,
lose to Chicago on Derrick Rose night, 114 to
and you missed
113.
that shot. Like, okay,
Yeah, the Detroit game you lose by 1 point,
yeah,
104 103. Indiana Pacers 98-96 at Indiana.
yeah.
San Antonio 195, and we don't even have a big.
Mm-hmm.
Denver 114 to 110. Portland 114 to 108. That's like our biggest loss. No, Detroit beat us 112 to 105, and Milwaukee beat us 116 101.
That's less than 10 points. It's like so
Like
you're not getting blown out night over night like people expected it to be.
it's just crazy to me. Yeah, give me Joe Mazzulla as Coach of the Year candidate right now. Give me Jaylen Brown as MVP because outside of that, you're talking about rookies and role players are now starters, and it's just working. It's just working.
Yeah,
4 out of your 6 starters are gone. And we're not talking about normal guys. Drew Holiday,
yeah. All stars.
Kristaps Porzingis, the unicorn, Al Horford, the Swiss Army veteran that could do it all, and Jason Tatum. That's what you lost in one off season. In a season when they told you this is your chance to hit the reset button, get under the second apron, and blah blah blah. Now Brad Stevens got a hard decision to make. He gotta go sit with ownership. Like, yo, we competitive. Am I sticking to the plan on going below the second apron? Am I moving Anthony Simons to get rid of that expiring contract to get us under the luxury tax, or am I going out there to go find me another big or another role player that's going to change something because Jason Tatum's timeline is looking like he's going to be coming back? So maybe I move Anthony Simons and I go get me a big and then go get me a cheaper wing guy to like alleviate minutes restrictions, but I still got Jordan Walsh, and it's like, bruh, no wonder they hate us so much.
Yeah, you got a hard decision to make. You have a hard decision to make. Like for me, I would trade Simon, go get that big, especially if you got Tatum coming back, and then find somebody else, find another wing. You know, we have point guards, so we have some of the other rookies now that could step up. But if we could find a decent big, I'll go.
We'll see. February 5th is the trade deadline. We'll see what happens. Running through the rest of this Eastern Conference standings, the number 6, the 76ers are in at 24 and 21. The Heat right behind them at number 7, starting the play-in tournament, 25 and 22. The Orlando Magic, 23 and 22. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really surprised with the Orlando Magic. Yeah. You're talking about a team. Yeah, they got a couple guys that keep going in and out of the lineup or whatever, but like you're way too talented to be 8.
Yeah, that was
like you're hanging out with the Chicago Bulls, bro. They're at number 9 at 23 and 23, and the Atlanta Hawks at 23 and 25. You could easily be number 10 right now.
Yeah.
Like what are we doing? Anyways, moving over to the Western Conference. Western Conference has got the Oklahoma City Thunder. Surprise, surprise. 37 and 10. They're no longer in the running for the best record that the Warriors did a few years back at 73 and 9. So maybe now there's some kinks in the armor right now because they're losing some weird games. There's frustration being built up.
Yeah, I think people are starting to learn the way they play.
Yes.
Last year, it's always like that. They tell you within a year or two, people figure stuff that you're doing. One of the biggest things, and the Spurs have played them well, which I'm freaking happy about. Wemby is challenging them, and Wemby's, I didn't know he had it in him.
Yeah.
Wemby's talking trash and like, no, F these dudes. I don't like these mother effers. I'm like, Wemby, you little French guy. Like, what is going on? But yeah. I feel like the NBA is learning their gum, and there's certain ways where if you defend them, you're able to win certain games and play to your strength. And that's what the Spurs have done. Like the Spurs beat them in the tournament, beat them after that on Christmas Day, and everything. Like I think they're 3-0 against them already this season.
3-1 on the season.
Okay.
Yeah,
like, that's amazing to be that against that team. And a lot of them are telling you, hey, the way they've been playing defensively, these guys are holding a lot. These guys are getting certain calls.
Yeah,
learning that.
And I agree with you, right? I think that plays a lot. And we saw that with the prime example. When Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year, the following year, his numbers dropped down drastically. Because now teams picked up on some of your stuff. Referees pick up on some of your stuff. So now the calls that you were getting the previous year, you're not getting those no more, right? No. We all know OKC, they play a physical game, but they hide their hands. They're just quick with hiding their hands, and now they're starting to get caught on some of those because they're not being, besides the one blowout loss that I didn't have on my bingo card last week, but they're like they got their asses handed to them. But you have those ugly wins on the season. It happens, right? I'm not judging. They're still 37 and 10. Let's be completely honest. They're still the favorites to win the West. They're still the favorites to potentially win it all, also, right? Until Jason Tatum comes back. But
I would love that matchup.
Yes. Yes. The only problem is I don't think we have an answer for Chet. Nimi gets in foul trouble way too easily with a team that designed and built themselves to bait you into foul calls. Right? That's the only thing. And even though they're starting to pick up on it a little bit, they ain't all the way picked up on it. They're still getting some of these calls. They live at the foul line and all that stuff. But speaking of Wemby and those Spurs, to be completely honest, I like the Wemby and the Spurs to come out of the. So long as they stay healthy, I have them coming out of the West.
The West?
That team is boy.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of DeAndre Fox, but you have him,
Fits.
Stephon Castle,
Fits.
Harper. You have Wemby. You have all types of play, and I'm like, oh my god, defense and offense up and down this thing, and they're fast, bro. Stephon Castle goes from one end to the other end in like 2 seconds. I'm like, bro, slow the fuck down, burn some of this clock, man. Behind them is the Nuggets at number 3, 31-15. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Nuggets only because the Joker's been out. The Joker's out. You don't got no what's his name anymore because he now plays with Brooklyn. All you have is Gordon. Yeah. And it's like Murray and Gordon, that's what's keeping this thing afloat. And I'm like, how? Murray is balling. And I'm like, wow, okay. I'm impressed, young fella. They're sitting at 31-15. The Rockets have climbed back up into the 4th slot. They're at 28-16. When they started sliding for a while, they was almost in the play-in, if not at the play-in at number 7, and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" But it's a long season. They're back up to number 4 right now. I would have thought there was I thought there was the second best team in the West coming into the season. Now seeing it, I would still keep them as top 4. They could easily slide into 3, but I don't have them better than the Spurs or the Thunder. I don't know if you agree or disagree with that one.
No, I agree with you on that one.
The Lakers are in at 5 at 28-17. The Timberwolves right behind them at 6, 28-19. The Suns 27-19. Devin Booker just went down though. That they might be sliding a little bit because outside of Devin Booker, I don't know what the hell. I don't know one person that plays the Phoenix Suns, which was crazy to me when they was higher. Warriors are always going to hang out in this. And then you just lose Jimmy Butler. The Kuminga stuff is just weird. It's like they just need to move on from Kuminga so they could start healing their process and figuring it out. Now's the perfect time to trade Kuminga because you're going to need somebody for Jimmy Butler. You don't want to play Kuminga. Jimmy Butler goes down. He's done for the season. He ain't coming back. So you might as well just use that trade piece that you have and go get you some stuff. Go get you some assets that you could put with Curry because you don't know how many more years of this you have with Curry. Yeah. Trailblazers are in at 9 at 23-24, and the Clippers rounded out at 10, 21-24. That's your standards, and that is your on the court vision segment. Anything you want to throw out there to the people?
Nope. Go Spurs. I don't like the Thunder.
I only want my Boston Celtics to end up in the finals to play the Thunder because I wanted to see what would have been. Even though we're not the same team,
I know.
I think they still. I think as a team, they have more of a slight advantage in us. We just have a little bit more experience, even though, yes, they just won and we only have one also. But Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have a lot of playoff experience. Yeah. The coach over there, though, seems to have Joe Mazzulla's number for some reason. So Joe Mazzulla is going to have to fucking figure that part out and get the monkey off of his back when it comes to the OKC Thunder. Let's start to wrap this up. Let's go into the lineup. This is my weekly picks and predictions. Joining on the fun. NBA rundown for this week. Like I told you, last week went 8-13. Overall, I'm the 3rd pick in the NBA at 11-25. It's pathetic. But let's see what we got. Let's see if I can redeem myself. 76ers versus the Bucks. Who you got?
I should be picking. Giannis is out, so I'll pick 76ers.
Yeah, I got 76ers too. Pistons, Nuggets.
I'll take the Nuggets.
Pistons versus the Nuggets. I'm going to take the Pistons in this one. I know they're balling, but I don't care. The Pistons, I think, there was already a credible team. They're even more dangerous now because they got a taste for it. You know what I mean? And they play great defense. They're well coached. They balanced. They got bigs. They got the guards. They got the star. They lost some players, and I thought it was going to hurt them, but clearly it didn't. Let's move into these Wednesday games. You got the Lakers versus the Cavaliers. Who do you have?
Cleveland. I'll pick the Cavs because they're at Cleveland. That's the only reason.
Nah, give me the Lakers. LeBron James coming back home. They're going to defer to him and then use Luka Magic in the 4th. The Lakers in that one. I always pick the Celtics games, just so you know. There's always going to be a marquee game when my Celtics are playing. Celtics versus the Hawks.
Celtics.
Celtics versus the Hawks. I think the Celtics are at the Hawks. Who you got?
I'll take Celtics.
Of
Hawks
course,
right
that's
now,
a no-brainer.
they
Give me
traded
the
away.
Celtics. You trade Trey Young, and now you're trying to figure out who you are as a
Exactly.
as an organization. Next up, I got the Magic versus the Heat. Magic at the Heat. Who you got?
I sh- Normally I would pick Orlando, but they're playing at Miami. I'll take the Heat also.
I got the Heat. I got the Heat in this one as well. All right, so if I'm gonna be bad, you're gonna be bad because you're on the same picks as me
And no,
so
I picked
far.
the Cavs. I picked the Cavs for the first. All right.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
you
picked
pick
the
one different from me.
Hey,
Oh
yeah,
no, you said the Nuggets also
yeah,
over
I
the
did. Yep,
Pistons.
yep.
All right, all right. Now, let me keep track of these things. You said 76ers, and you said Nuggets. You said Nuggets.
hmm
And for this one, you said the Cavs. Celtics were the same. The Heat, you're the same. All right. Knicks versus the Raptors.
I'm
Ooh,
picking.
Knicks are at the Raptors.
Yeah, I'm picking the Knicks.
You're picking the Knicks?
Yeah, over Raptors.
Yeah, give me the Raptors.
Okay,
All right. Spurs are at the Rockets. Who do you have?
I'll take the Spurs.
Give me the Rockets.
Okay.
All right, all right, all right. This is gonna be interesting. I feel as though I feel as though you're picking against because you have
Nah,
the
I'm
same.
not. I'm
You
literally
have the
making
runner show too, so you know who I'm picking already. You're just going against who I'm picking. Okay,
Nah, I'm
that's cool.
not.
That's cool.
I'm
It's because
not.
I suck. I get it. I'm gonna bounce back. I'm gonna bounce back. All right. Pistons versus the Suns. Who do you got?
Yeah,
The Pistons are at the Suns.
I'm picking the
No
Pistons.
Devin Booker.
Yeah, no Devin Booker. I'm picking Pistons.
All right. All right. I'm on the same page as well. I
Yeah,
got the Pistons. All right, this is gonna be a good one. I want to see what you say. Thunder versus the Timberwolves. Thunder at the Timberwolves with Ant.
nah. My heart says to give me the Wolves with Ant, but I'm gonna still go with Thunder because I feel like they play each other well, and it's always like a dog fight with those games. So I'll do Thunder in this one.
All right. Well, Thunder versus the Timberwolves. Give me the Wolves. I'm going with Ant Man. Not a marquee game, but Kings versus the Celtics. Kings at the Celtics. Who you got?
I'll do Celtics.
I'm definitely doing the same. Durr. All right. Clippers
What?
at the Nuggets.
Yeah,
Who do you
give me the
have?
Nuggets. What the hell? Why are you picking the Clips?
Nah, bro.
All right,
Nah, I'm telling
at the
you.
Nuggets. Okay.
Those are some nice little upsets. Give
Yeah.
me the Clippers. Clippers
Okay.
versus the Nuggets. Give me the Clippers. I'm going with it. I'm going with it.
Where's it? Yeah.
Something got to
Number
change,
10.
brother. I've been doing wrong. I've been
Number
picking
10.
teams that that's supposed to be picked, and they letting me down. So sometimes you just gotta go against the grain. All right, Pistons at the Warriors. Who you got?
Yeah, I'll take at the Warriors. Yeah, with what's his name? If what's his name was still here, Jimmy, I would have picked Warriors, but with them being out, I'll do Pistons. What's at the Warriors? I'll do the Pistons.
All right, all right, all right. So you got the Pistons. Okay, okay, okay. All right, Saturday. There's only one game I have listed here. It must be a bunch of whack games on Saturday. Dallas Mavericks at the Houston Rockets. Who do you got?
Houston.
Interesting.
At
Which
Houston.
is not. You're just looking at the run of show and you're picking whoever I
Nah,
don't pick. I
KD
got the
got mad at them.
Mavericks.
He started
Give
cussing
me
them
the
out.
I
He
don't
ain't
care
done.
what you're saying. I got the Mavericks. All right. Bucks at the Celtics. Who do you have?
Sunday primetime game. Give me the Celtics.
Yeah. I'm going against the hometown team. Don't know
Giannis is
why.
out.
I just gotta shake. I gotta shake a few things up.
Giannis is out too.
Now I do reserve the right. If Giannis does not play, give me the Celtics.
Hey, you gotta make that pick ahead of time.
The injury report plays a factor.
Nah, man, you're making a pick today. It don't matter. You
All
got.
right, give me the Bucks. I don't care. I'm sticking with my picks. Magic at the Spurs. Who do you got?
Yeah, I'll take the Spurs.
Yeah, I got the same. Lakers at the Knicks. Who do you got?
Lakers. Braun and what's his name playing at Madison Square Garden on a Sunday. It's probably gonna be a prime time game. They're gonna go off. Give me
That's
Lakers.
gonna be a cat game. Watch. Cat versus DeAndre Aiden. Give me Cat, and I'm not a Cat fan at all.
Nah, because LeBron always plays well MSG, and Luca always plays well MSG. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
those two guys.
I hear what you're saying. Lakers at the Knicks.
Yep.
Give me the Knicks.
Uh,
Maybe I'm just atoning for all the times that I talk shit about the Knicks.
the Knicks. Yeah.
All right. Clippers versus the Suns. Who you got?
Damn. What's the, I guess I'll do the Clippers. Yeah, I'll do the Clippers.
I'm taking the Clippers as well. And to round out Sunday's last game, Thunder at the Nuggets. Who you got?
Okay, at Nuggets. Oh, I'll do Thunder. I don't like them, but I'll do Thunder.
And the only game from Monday night, we got the 76ers. Oh, I'm taking the Nuggets in that game, by the way. The 76ers versus the Clippers. Who do you have?
We'll do 76ers.
All right. We're on the same page here. We got a lot of picks that's not the same. And trust and believe, once I get all these results, I will let you know. And I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it.
Go ahead.
Tag you into it also.
Go ahead.
NFL wise, there's only one game, and it doesn't happen this week. You already gave your predictions and your pick. You got the Patriots winning 28-20,
24.
24.
Don't mess up my 24-17. 24.
You have 24-17. Let me lock that in. And I see Patriots win 24 to what? 17?
Yep.
All right. So I didn't do my pick earlier. I'm not going to go on a whole tangent. Go back and listen to what I believe is going to happen. I think Sam Darnold sees ghosts. I think the Patriots score in all three phases of the game on defense, offense, and special teams. I think Jones runs back either a kick return or a punt return to the house. I think we get a pick six off of Jones inside their 20. And Drake May tosses 3 touchdowns. Sam Darnold sees ghosts. We have one bad play on defense. They end up scoring or put himself in positions for a good score. They put up a couple field goals along the way because they're gonna learn to take the 3 points rather than the 7. But you keep trading 3s for 7. The Patriots win 31-20 and win their 7th Super Bowl. That is my predictions here. Because people keep doubting the Patriots, I think this is going to be the biggest Super Bowl win that the Patriots will have to history. Not a field goal determining it, not this, not that. It's going to be key plays made by 3 phases of the team. Mike Vrabel is going to have them ready to go. Josh McDaniels is going to have something to go against that defense. And this ain't NBA picks. Since week 10, I went 102-42 on my picks. All right. Patriots win 31-20. Let's move into the legacy moment final word. Legacy moment final word. What do you got, Stefan?
Go Patriots. All right. Very excited. Thank you for having me on the show. I really enjoyed the time. Talking sports and everything like that. So yeah, it was a great time.
My legacy moment and final word is the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Before we came on air, breaking news came across. I was gonna lead the show with this, but then I know I was gonna go on too long of a rant, and we had a lot to cover, and we had a guest host, so I was gonna leave this one for the end. But how dare you? How dare you leave Bill Belichick out of the Hall of Fame? We all know he's gonna get into the Hall of Fame. We all know that Bill was not a lovable character. We all know there's scandals that came with the New England Patriots. Whatever. You want to try to stain, you want to poo-poo on what we've done, you want to talk about deflated footballs, you want to talk about cameras, spy gates. This is all shit that's happening across the league. We just happen to get caught. We paid our fine, we paid our dues. But to be so vindictive, to not like somebody so much, to keep your feelings in something that when you get your chance to vote, when they give you that ballot, nowhere on that ballot does it say, how do you feel about this person? Bill Belichick is a first ballot Hall of Famer. The greatest of all time. This is not because I'm a Patriot fan. I have people, proof, Jets fans, Buffalo fans, fans of Kansas City Chiefs. They're texting me at the breaking news. Like, this is the most disgusting and egregious shit that they've ever seen since the Baseball Hall of Fame people won't let Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire into the Hall of Fame. The numbers don't lie, people. You want to ding him for Spygate? Cool. You want to ding him for Deflategate? Cool. What about the other 6 that he won? 6 as a head coach, 2 as a defensive coordinator. You got 2 out of, okay, if you want to erase 2 of his Super Bowl, that still leaves him with 6. That still puts him as the number 1 in any statistical category. Most winning coach. In every statistical category, he's number 2 and 1 in wins as a head coach. He's at 333 when Don Shula has 347. And to the critics that are out there saying, oh, maybe they didn't want to vote him in because there's a potential that he might return. Show me that where that's the criteria on the ballot as well. His name's on the goddamn ballot. You vote. Get your feelings out of it. Because by this criteria, I know I'm going to be pissed off in another 5 fucking years or 4 years. When did Brady retire? Last year? 4 years. I'm going to be pissed off then too. Because if you're using Deflategate and Spygate against Bill Belichick, who's the greatest of all time, you're going to hold it against Tom Brady too?
They're not going to do that to Brady.
What about Robert Kraft? Robert Kraft is on this ballot as well. You're going to keep him out because he's the owner. He took the fines just as much as everybody else did. No, but because you didn't like his persona, because you didn't like the way he treated you in them, and it's not like he's degrading you. It's not like he's cussing you out. He just don't like answering your stupid ass questions. Nobody does. I just lost a fucking game. You're sticking mics in my face, asking about dumbass questions on, well, what did you think about that 3rd and 4th? What the fuck you think I thought about it? Just like Sean Payton have to answer the over and over his decision. We're armchairing it. We get to see the end results because had he gotten that 4th and 1 and the Broncos end up winning, you're going to be labeling him the genius. But because he didn't get it, now all of a sudden he's a bad coach. Why didn't you go for the points? Why didn't you? Shut up. Shut up. Because the same people that are saying, why didn't he go for it? Y'all the same people that love to talk about analytics. It's crazy to me. It's beyond me. This has nothing to even do with the Patriots. Because there was times when the end was coming, I was getting tired of Bill Belichick also. But it will never what did I fathom in my mind, in my headspace, that Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer? 8 championships, 6 as a head coach. Let's remember where the Patriots was. This is not no Mike Vrabel trying to resurrect something. He created it. Before Bill Belichick, we went to the Super Bowl twice, got mollywopped both times. 85, Bears destroyed our lives, 46-10. Then the Green Bay Packers want to go beat us down also. The score seemed a little bit closer, but it was never close. That was in 96. Bill Belichick takes us to our first Super Bowl. In our first 3 Super Bowls, we're underdogs in all of them. The first one, you was a 14-point underdog, the largest underdog in Super Bowl history, and you win it against the greatest show on turf, Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner, Isaac Holt, Bruce, that defense with Arenas and all them, like top to bottom. We shouldn't have had been nowhere in that damn game.
Mm-hmm.
But the head coach had them prepared. And they won their first one. Their first of 6 in a 20-year span where there's a hard salary cap. This man, as cheap as he was, and we knew at New England because we wanted to go after players. That man stayed cheap and got the right players to fit into his system, and he dominated the league for 20 years. The NFL is all of 75 years old, if I'm correct. 75 was that an NBA? Whatever. NFL is, that means a third of the NFL's lifespan belonged to Bill Belichick. The man has been in the NFL as an assistant, as a coordinator, as all this other stuff for 50 years. And because you don't like his personality, and because you want to claim Deflategate, you want to claim Spygate, what about the other 6? This is one of those times I hope AI takes y'all job. Because to be completely honest, every time it comes down to MVPs, for Hall of Fame voting, and when you leave it to humans put their feelings and shit. The criteria changes every time. And when you're sitting here, and I've said this before, when you play for a Boston team or a New England team, personal accolades, you might as well throw that out the window. You're never going to get it. They don't like Boston and New England teams. You win too much, so we're not going to ever give you this. Jason Tatum should have been an MVP, but they moved the goalposts on him. They said because he played on a dominant team. But yet last year, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets to get the same numbers, same thing Jason Tatum did the year before, and you said no because you played for this team. We're not going to give it to you. You're not the MVP. But then when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes up, has the same exact shit, all of a sudden you can give him an MVP. You're doing the same thing to Drake May right now. And now to add even more disrespect, you tell Bill Belichick he doesn't get enough votes. I would have thought that was unanimous.
Yo, I thought it was fake.
But you can't even say unanimous because they didn't even give Derrick Jeter unanimous because people be in their feelings.
Yeah.
But to tell me Bill Belichick is not going to a Hall of Fame because you're in your fucking feelings is egregious. And every one of you people that did not vote for him, y'all need to get your credentials revoked from voting to the Hall of Fame. Go back and write for whatever papers you've been writing about. Go keep writing about your little fucking feelings. Whatever team that you're rooting for that he probably mollywopped along the way. It's ridiculous. I want to thank you, N.I.C., for joining us today. Go ahead and follow the New England Sports Lab on all platforms. Love to see you and have you back. Hopefully we'll see you in the future. I'm definitely going to put on social media when I pick better than you this week in the NBA games. If anybody wants to come on and be a guest host, go ahead and hit me up. Till then, go ahead and subscribe to Please Excuse My Balls. Like the episode, follow us on social media, and tell me where I went wrong. Till then, go debate yourself. I said what I said, and I meant it. Peace.
Peace.